So the cool thing about this painting here is that I took it probably, 8 years ago now, back in 2000, the first time I ever went to Italy. And the beauty of this photo, and I'm not exactly sure what town I took this in. It could have been in Florence, it could have been possibly in Rome, I'm not quite sure, but I remember, especially the first time when I went over to Italy, the beauty of these little European villas is that everything is radically different from what you know about the Americas. And all of these little moments that I captured, I took about 35 rolls of film, old school color rolls of film. I mean, I never had the digital revolution on my side, which would have been unbelievably delightful, but at the same time there's still a charm and a beauty to this that I use the old paper film, and I kept taking pictures of bins and alleys and just things that you wouldn't typically see as, you know, European landmark photos. I wanted to get a real flavor of the natural flow of an area and a world and a society that I just don't experience on a regular basis. So this fruit stand was one of those moments that I wanted to capture and really soak in. It was really cool, you know. I mean, it's very simple, Frutta, and then you have all of your little fruits there. It's just one guy stacked against all these other people that are selling belts and purses and, you know, cheese and deli goods and all that other nonsense. But this was a cool little picture. It's just a little bright blue awning. You got the little punctures of bananas and lettuce and even, you know, endive and different vegetables that you don't get on a regular basis over here in the States. So overall, the beauty of this is that this was just one very small moment of trying to encapsulate the life of Europeans, what they see on a regular basis that we don't. You know, we do have city markets and different vendors on very select days on the weekends in the city that you can go get involved with, but on a regular basis that's how people shop and that's how they get their things, and it's really cool to see that living color and to come back 8 years later and to do this in a watercolor and you know, kind of relive that moment is always cool, which is the cool basis behind, you know, doing the Photo.Paint series anyways. It's like the first impression you get is what your mind tells you that you want to remember on a picture, and then from there you get to kind of immortalize it a little bit more and spend some time and concentrate, think, and preen through how you were feeling, and then attach a new memory to that existing memory. And it's cool to see this memory being immortalized in a watercolor that will be framed and that will be hung and that, you know, has gone through a double time makeover, and, you know, it's just kind of cool. The other thing that I think about with the Photo.Paint series is that it'd be kind of nice to take this framed photo back to that actual vendor over there and, you know, say, hey, you know, here you go, have a good time with it. And just have them, just to see the expression of somebody that would be like, wow, you took that time out to capture 2 times over an image of my, you know, routinely mundane European bin here in Italy, and you thought it was cool enough to make it into something like this. And, you know, I think about that quite a bit with a lot of these little pieces that I do, these rather mundane images from our regular world that, you know, you just kind of say, hey, you know, this was cool enough to me to let the world see it a little bit more, and they're like, you know, right on. So, anyways, that's it. That's the synopsis of the fruit stand here in Italy, and yeah, good times. Always good times. There's always going to be a new image to grab onto.